November 6th, 2022. I'm in a voice call with a friend. They brought up a game that they had been playing recently. The game was titled Deep Rock Galactic. I had seen little to nothing about the game, besides some key art and gameplay screenshots. It was a free weekend, so I thought, why not? And clicked Add to Library. Little did I know that this would consume my life for the next 2 years. To get you up to speed on what Deep Rock is, I'll explain the basic rundown. Deep Rock Galactic is a 4-player cooperative horde shooter in which you extract resources, retrieve equipment, or eliminate targets while killing bugs in random, procedurally generated, fully destructible caves on a planet called Hoxie's. With that out of the way, let me detail how the first day went. I came in after the tutorial into the space rig. I swapped from gunner to engineer, and after a quick tour of the place, we dropped into my first mission, on-site refining, crystalline caverns. It was a fun mission. We found the refinery and started laying down pipelines. Before we started the pump sequence, I started hearing these noises behind me. It sounded like the screams of the damned, and as I turned around to face it, I saw this massive, hulking behemoth covered in yellow splotches. After describing it to my friend, they said it was a Crassus and to stay away from it. After some damage was laid onto it, it detonated, leaving behind a crater of gold in its wake. Safe to say that single event burned the mission into my memory. A couple weeks had passed, and I decided to stream the game for the first time, of which completing 3 missions. Afterward, most of what happens becomes a blur, with only stream archives and random videos telling how my journey went, of which there are some important events to list. January 31st, 2023 is when I obtained the coveted Scale Brigade armor. March 10th through the 13th, 2023, a 4-day streak of 4 to 6 hour long streams that took place with many players and many objectives, using the at the time mods More Players Balanced and Mission Content Randomizer. Notable missions included the 100 a Quark mission that we abandoned 2/3 of the way through, a mission with the monsoon warning where visibility was dog shit from the heavy rain, but somehow I was still able to parry a Mach 5 grabber, a 9 Dreadnought mission that became Leaf Lover's Trial, and the only mission to crash my game with the warning of Chimera Formation. December 20th, 2023 was the release of my first big video project surrounding DRG, that being Whitebeard, celebrating me reaching Legendary 3 on all my dwarves. July 11th, 2024, I released a video titled Deep Rock Galactic All Frameworks and Weapons Showcase, where as the name suggests, I covered every framework and weapon combination in the game at the time. But we can't talk about my history with DRG without a series I ran for exactly 1 year, that being weekly tasks. Weekly tasks was, as the name suggests, a weekly series where I would play all the weekly content of DRG every week, which would include its weekly priority assignment and weekly core hunt with the occasional deep dive. As stated previously, this series started and ended on the same day of January 27th, starting in 2023 and ending in 2024. The series at the start didn't originally have a goal, but as time progressed, and as I started reaching the 1 year mark, I brought in the idea that the series was to help me fast track my way to getting every core in the game. This would eventually become true, as when I got done with Weekly Task's final, Zenith, it had yielded the last cosmetic core I needed, completing its purpose, even if it wasn't the idea in the first place. With that, you now know my tale in this game. When this video gets uploaded, it will be the 2-year anniversary of me playing the game, but before I leave, I want to bring some attention to a little side hobby / project of mine. I am a spreadsheet nerd, and as such, I have a series of spreadsheets that I have made to track my progress through 4 different games, being DRG, BTD6, Ultrakill, and Helldivers 2. They all roughly have the same format, but it all started on September 16th, 2023, when I made the Deep Rock 1. It displays every category of item in the game, from equipment unlocks in the equipment terminal, all the way down to limited time items either accessible at certain times of the year, or not accessible at all anymore. This brings up a little fact about the title of the video. Depending on which title you take as truly completion, you could technically say that I'm lying with the title, since I've technically not collected all the limited time items in the game. But I say that is ridiculous, as from that perspective I could truly never complete Deep Rock Galactic, just from my lack of party hats. From my standpoint, I've completed all of the game, plus an additional 86% on top of that. So in my eyes, I have completed Deep Rock. Galactic. But with that, I will have to say my goodbyes for the time being, as I don't really have anything Deep Rock planned until December. However, as a parting message, I will say that the spreadsheets previously mentioned are publicly available through the card link in my bio, so if you want, you could make a copy of any of the spreadsheets to track your own progress. I will say as a warning that some of the spreadsheets are more complete than others, with BTD6 not even being fully complete yet. But still, from what I can gather, the DRG, Ultrakill, and Helldivers 2 spreadsheets are all up to date with their respective games. You will have to come back if you want to update them, as they don't automatically grab information from mine. But with that, I am done, and we'll have to say goodbye for now. Rock and stone, lads. Have a nice night.